everybody, welcome back to my channel, My Beautiful Beaded Journey. I am Willow and I have some things to share with you. So I want to show these to you. If I can open the bag, let me take some of these out. So if you can see these, you can see that these are necklaces I made, and you can see where I put little crystal beads up at the top, and these are quartz that some are polished, some are not, but these are quartz that I wire wrapped and necklaces I created for my new store in Inverness, Florida. So I made quite a few here, but I would like to make some more. But let me show you these ones. I'm out of these now. I don't have no more, so I have to order some more of these stones. But look at this. I hope you can see these. These are Aura quartz. And they also have, when I wrap them, I add little beads to them to just give them that extra sparkly and shine. So like I said, I'm currently out of these ones. I do have them in my cart that when I place my next order, I will get some more of those. So what we have are other crystals. So let me show you those. These are the crystals that I use to put up at the top. I choose from here. And then different crystals I'm working with. Here are the quartz that I'm wrapping. And then here is a citrine I did. And you can see where I put the citrine beads and stuff up at the top. And I have a few citrine that I'm going to be wrapping for the new store. Also, a few amethysts. And here, these ones are like red calcite that I'm going to be wrapping. And then here are some more of the unpolished quartz, as you can see. Here's one of the polished. So, and what I'm wrapping them with is I have this thin copper wire and this thin black wire and this thin silver wire. That's what I've been doing these with. And as far as cording, I have this satin cord, but I have cut it up into like 24-inch pieces. See, this is perfect, long enough for a necklace. And I found these, which I'm absolutely falling in love with. These are connectors. I'll show you what they look like before I just break in there and start taking those out. See these? These snap together like this. Beautiful connectors that just snap together. So that is what I'm using on these to secure these. So let's put these back. Let me just put those over there for now. Put all of these back in. I have a little makeshift tote I'm using over here, and I got my wire. And I think this time we're going to do I kind of was doing these in black because I really think it corresponds. And I done this in the black, but I would really like to do these in copper. But we'll just see how it goes. Right now we're going to do one of these, and we're going to use the copper. So I measure it out, and the way I measure it out is I just take 8 inches on each side. I measure out 8 inches, double it back to another 8 inches, and then I just cut it. Set that aside. Then I take this and I cut it dead center. Then I come back to center, I fold it again, and I'm coming right back to the center of those two. And I'm going to go put a crystal in there. and I'm going to put it center. I want the crystal to be center, so about just like that. And then I'm going to twist it nice and firm and fold up. Now, because this crystal has this beautiful ledge on it, this is going to work very nicely. And that was just happy selection, wasn't playing. So I just twist them with my fingers to get them going, and then I fold them up as such. If I feel it can be tightened again, I'll come back down and then I'll get my pliers. But you got to be careful using pliers that you don't over tighten, because then this thin wire is going to break. So then I'm coming around to this side right here, and I'm going to put just another 1.5 turn. So you'll see what I'm talking about. So this is a half turn, 1, 2, that makes a whole turn, then another half turn, and then I fold them up. And now up here, might pull these ones down a little bit. Up here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this back one up around with this front one dead overhead, and I am going to start twisting this all the way out, holding it and just twisting. And see how that makes a real pretty twisted, almost like a rope pattern. So is there a gauge of wire I'm using? I am using 5mm gauge. And then I just take it out. Now this, move this out of the way, this, I want to see which one I want to be in front. And I think I like this to be in the front. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to give it another good tight turn. I'm going to take this around the front and to the back. Give it a small bail up here as such, and then I'm just going to wrap this around it. Move those out of the way. I'm not ready for those yet. And then when I come to the end here, what I like to do is I take these turners, and you see where I got this little one turned here? I turn that inward. I like to turn it all the way in to where I wrapped it, so it doesn't get caught on anything or bother anything. Just like that. And then I'm going to do the same with this one. I'm just going to start turning it inward. And then I push it down against it. Just like that. Now I go back with these, and this is where I'm going to tighten. I get this center twist here, and I'm just going to give it a little twist, and I'm going to come to the front, and I'm going to do the same thing. Then I come down to these and do the same thing and tighten them all the way around. And that just tightens that wire up, and it looks pretty too. See that? It just looks pretty. So then I'm going to give another twist here. And one, just a little twist there. There we go. Now I'm not too worried about, you seen that slide? Let me push that down. I'm not too worried about that, because this is going to come around and come up this way. And I am going to add some beads to it here. And then this one's going to do the same thing. It's going to come up and help secure it. So let me add some beads here. Wondering if I shouldn't give that, see, this one shouldn't have had. Happy mistakes, make them out as I go. I'll give you 1 and a 2. And I think I'm going to bring you across. Push that flat. There we go. Yeah, I think that'll do it. I'm afraid it might come out here. Will it? It shouldn't. I'm still going to give it a 1, 2, and an up. And take this one around. I cannot put any more. I cannot put no beads on that one. That's fine. I'm good with that. And then I'm going to curve that under. So it's just feeling your way as you go. There we go. Now I am going to put, let me see, I want to bring this down. And I do want to tighten. I like that. I like how that's going right there. There we go. Take this around this way. I'm liking that too. I wonder if I can take that over that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And now I'm going to add some beads. I really like that. I think I would like this to be a little flatter though. So I'm just going to, that works. Okay, what beads? Let's pick out a few. So I just take the little beads and put on there, and I'll probably put on 1 or 2, sometimes more. Just depend. Oh, drop that one. Grab another one. That one will sit right there. Then I'm going to add a littler one right there. And I think I can add one more. Just like that. And then I'm going to bring this around up here. I want to secure it around. Okay, and now I'm going to roll that down. Just like I did the others. Push it down. And there you go. Give this a little twitch just to make it down here too. Oh, that's perfect. That is just so pretty. There you go. That's what I'm going to do with it. I think I might be able to stretch this down a little bit more to give that a little bit more. Which, let me twitch this. That did it. That sure did. There you go. What do you think? Isn't that beautiful? And sturdy too. Okay, now let's do another. Move this out. Let's pick another crystal. Here's one that has another little dent. That will work nicely. Sometimes these ones are kind of a little bit harder. Now that has a dent. We might be able to use that one. And this one, definitely. That is adorable. Already got this one out, so I think I'm going to go with this. Again, I just take this and pull it out so far, about to there, and then I double it. And then I clip. Then I clip here. Then take it down to the halfway point. And that is where I spread these and I put in the crystal. Which one did I say I was going to do? Wasn't you? This one. I like it. So we're going to put that there, and then we're going to start to twist here. So 1, 2, 3, push it up, and it'll lay flat, and then we're going to do the same here. 1, 2, 3, push it up. There we go. Let's come around to the front, and we're going to do one here. 2, 3, push it out, come to the back, and we're going to do one here. So we're going to just twist this, 1, 2, and 3. So you see how we wire wrap this crystal, and now we're going to take it on the sides here, and we're just going to give it 1 and 2 and 3. Bring it up. I think, look at that. Look at my nail. See that? That happens when you're working with them. That surely does happen, but I just don't want to be in a way. Okay. Now we're going to do this side here, and we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. Push up. Now we're going to take these two longer ones. So let's move these two out of the way. We're going to take them over the top here and twist them. And push these down for a minute so I can work with these. We're just going to take this up like that and curl it back around. Which way do I want to? I think I want this to be the front. So I'm going to turn that. I just really like the aesthetic of that. So, but I don't want this that long. Take it down. I can take in these and kind of like curve it a little bit more. And then wrap it around. Starting to rain here. After me just watering my plants. Because I was afraid we weren't going to get enough rain. Okay, now I'm going to curve this down. Beautiful. And I'm going to do the same with this one. I'm just going to rotate it in, all the way in, like that. Move these out of the way. Now I'm going to tighten these down. Take these pliers and turn. Same here. Same up here. Just adds such a flair. And here. Beautiful. And let's do the back. This just tightens up. See? Now, we're going to take this one up. I'm going to hold that one down. When we take this one up, we can, I'll move it around. Now we can put a couple of beads on there. So, what beads do we want? How about a yellow? Well, that's pretty. And then we'll take that around and take it under and take it around again. And now we can roll that one down. Let's roll this one down. Perfect. Now we're going to bring this one up. And now we're going to start adding some more beads. So we're going to add a little blue. And I think I'm going to add a little purple. And now I can pull it around. I think I'm going to add another little blue. See how pretty that is? And then I think I'm going to bring it around, and this is where I'm going to roll it down and seal it off. So just pull it tight as you roll it down. And push it up in there. It's not going to go nowhere. And I think I want to give this a little tweak. Yeah, I like that. And there you go. There is our second one. Shall we move onward? Do a couple more? Okay. How about if we do a citrine? Ooh, an amethyst. Haven't done an amethyst. I've done a citrine. Let's do an amethyst. What do we have here? Oh, wow. Look at that. I wonder how we would do that. Do we want to take it up this way? I think so. Wow, we're going to be figuring this one out. Beautiful. Silver, copper. How about silver? Let's go up to silver. So we want to take it out about this long, fold it back over, and clip it. And we're going to clip here. Fold in the middle again. Mark it with your finger. Now, which way are we going to take this? I think we ought to come down here. Yeah, underneath that. And let's twist this. This is a little bit more of a sturdy, so I'm going to get the needle nose to twist this. There we go. Now let's push that up. And let's do that on this other side. And again, I think I want the needle nose to twist this. Take once more. That's the ruckus you hear is my little dog trying to catch a lizard. They are too fast for him. Thank goodness. Now I'm going to get these again. I want to twist this here. Yeah. It is. Okay, now let's do that on the back. With this leg and this leg. We're going to give a nice tight twist here. And we will use these to do that with. I'm going to pull this down a little bit. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's go over here on the side. Right here. 1 and 2 and up. And on this side too. Right here. 1 and 2 and up. Now we're ready to finish this. We're going to take the 2 of these and we're going to wrap them right off the point. Can you guess this is a thicker wire, therefore a little bit harder to control like this? Got a little bend there too. But that's okay because we can manage. I'm going to take that right up to the top and then I'm going to swing it around. Perfect. And then I'm going to wrap this. There. And I think I'm going to kind of like clip these even. About, I think right here. And then I'm going to turn them down. So I'm coming here and turn. Just trying so hard to get to that. My little dog's trying to get to that little lizard. Keeps him entertained, I guess. Now I want to push those down. Take my tool and push those down. Yes, all of the pointy parts are in. Now I can start, I'll take this one around, I can start adding beads. I think I don't want to add big beads. I think I'm going to add this purple. No, I don't want to add those bigger beads. I know there's some smaller purple in here. I think I scratched my face. So we're going to add this smaller purple and take that up. Oh yeah, that can rest right there. That's cute. I need to move you down. Now let's put a little clear on here because there's clear. If you can see the sparkly shine on them. And then I think I want to put this one. Now we're going to wrap that around and come back up. And we're going to put another one. Like this. Then we're going to take it around. I'm not putting no more on it. That was enough. I do need to pull that tight though. So I'm going to pull that down like that. And now I can take it in. And I like to just push that in there and down. Just like that. Now we have this one. And I want to take it around. And right here, we're going to add a little, I think another little purple. Another little purple. Right there. Yeah. I'll put it right there. And then we can add a little tiny sparkle. I don't want them back that far. Right there. You two, get up there. That one wants to run. I don't want it to run. Okay, take that up there like that. That works. That works. I'm going to put a little bitty blue here. So see what I mean about how other colors can come in? I'll take this up here to seal this down. That worked out great. I couldn't do that any better if I planned it. Okay, let's give it the turn, 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 turn. Let's push it down in there. There we go. Wow, that is gorgeous. Now we will do the yes, let's do the back. I want to push it down a little more. There we go. And I'm going to give you a little tweak. Perfect. There you go. Perfect, perfect. Look at that amethyst. Isn't that absolutely just gorgeous? That is so beautiful. I'm going to give you a little tweak right there. Oh, that's amazing. So there you go. There is our little amethyst. I wish you could see them sparkle and shine. Okay, what's next? Are we going to do another amethyst? Let's do a calcite. we have these over here. We got our amethyst, and we done two of these. And we have this one that was what we done earlier. Now we're going to do a calcite. What do we have here? Oh my Lord. Look at these beautiful, beautiful stones. How do you choose? I think this one. Coke calcite, I think, or red calcite. I don't know. I know it's a calcite. But wow. That is just gorgeous. I think, yeah, this is going to be the front, and that's going to be, do I want that up or down? I think I want it like this. So let's do that. What color? Copper? Well, copper would be nice. Let's try copper. To there. And then fold back. This one might take just a little bit more because it's a little bit bigger of a stone. And then clip. Fold in half again. And you want to go just a little bit off center because that is where you're going to place that stone. So I decided I wanted to take it this way. Okay. So then I'm going to come here and twist these around. Yeah, right here. Push that up. Now I'm going to come on this side. Right here. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, like that. So this goes in. Ah, it's okay. Just got to figure out which way you had it. All right, right there. Now let's tighten up this side. I think I'm going to get these to help tighten that. Okay, that's good. Push it up. Bring these around front. Do the same thing. Push it up. Same thing back here. And push it up. We're going to do this here. And push it up. Beautiful. So we're going to take, let me see, these two. And we're going to go down as far as we can, push it down to start that twist. So let's just twist it out. All the way out as far as you can. Now, let's move these out of the way. That one got caught up in there a little bit. That's okay. What did I want? Oh, look at that. That's so beautiful. I do. Do I want that in the back? No, I'm going to put this in the front. I think that's just beautiful. Okay, let's take this down. Just manipulate it to take it down to make your bail. Right there. You don't want a big, ugly bail there. Then you can wrap it around. Move that one down, and just wrap to secure that. I'm getting a little bit of a hoarse throat because sinuses and that are working on me again. Allergies down here. You know, they say it's that time of year for allergy. Honey, I'm in Florida. It's that time of year all year. It's just, yeah. Okay. What did I do? All right, I'm just going to turn that whole thing. Happy mistakes are always made. Okay, that's good. Now I get to add some beads. And what beads am I going to add? Because this is gorgeous. Get this quickie. Ooh, look at that. I want to put a yellow one with it. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I'm going to bring this back around. And I think, what am I going to put there? How about a clear? That's pretty. I think I'm going to take this up and now I'll curl this down. Don't need no more on this one. I'm going to push it right in there. Now we got this one. And I think I do want to put, oh, I'm so excited. See, I want to see what's in here. I don't want to use a big green one. Are you for real? What's, I don't know how that would work, but I'm going to try it. How does that go? This way? Uh, maybe. I don't know. Maybe? No. I don't know. No. Uh-uh. No, no, no. How about little, a little yellow? How about a little red? If you dare. And I dare. Right there. That works. Now I am going to put on another little clear. Nope, not a clear. Let me think. How about a little yellow? Right there. Turn this back the way I want it to go. Right there. That's perfect. I don't want to put no more on this. So I'm going to just take this up and now I'm going to round it down. See if I can. I like to really stabilize that if I can. Yep, now round it down. There. Now let's tighten these up. Wow, I like that. I could see this as being one I would wear. I have one of the aura quartz I showed you. I wear it a lot. There we go. There it is. So pretty. That makes a statement. Now what are we going to go to? Should we do another amethyst? Amethysts are really pretty. Or should we do a citrine? I haven't got to do a citrine with you yet. Okay. I can do this. And let's use... Okay. Take it. Double it back. Clip. After you've done it for a while, you learn to eyeball it. Clip. I don't know. Is that the one I want? I like this one. Let's see this one. Holy, oh, that's pretty. Yeah, I want to do this one. I'll do the other one later. Fold in half. No. I think this might take a little bit more wire. So I think we asked, no, I'm going to do it. I think it'll work. So I want to go a little bit below center. A little bit. Yeah, right there. I'm going to have to be careful on this one. Good. Let's see how I want this to go. Like, that is definitely the front. That is so pretty. Definitely the front. So this is going to go here. And take this around. I'm going to have to hold tight. I cannot afford to drop this. Here. Perfect. Pull that down. Fold that up. Okay. Then one. Ooh, tight, tight, tight. Hold it tight. And then I'm going to do one down here. So I'm literally like just going with the flow on this. Okay, now we've got the back. So I don't know if you can see what I am doing. Yeah, that should work. Then I think I'm going to put one here. No. Let me take this across. What happens if you run out of wire? Well, you have to figure it out. That's what. Okay. I need to take these two. Where's the front? That's the one I want in the front. So I'm going to bend these over as much as I can. I'm going to put that right here. Okay. There's the front. So I want to wrap this around. Try to keep a little bail. Don't want a great big one. There we go. Round to the front. Now I'm going to roll this. Looks like I don't like the way that that's sticking out. So there. See if I can curtail that under somehow. And I did. Okay, perfect. I'm happy with that. Here's the front. Okay, before I put any beads on it, I want to tighten these down. It's here and here. And this one here. And you. And you. That is just stupid beautiful. I'm serious. Okay, white beads. Definitely want to use a couple of those orangey. I just don't know about that one on here this time. What about some of these yellow? So here's a yellow. And then I want to put it on the little clear next to it. And then we have little yellows. Give me one of those. Right there. Okay. Just take this around again. And then I can roll that down. Perfect. Now we have this one. I think I'm going to take this way. I think I'm going to put little yellow right there. It's not exactly a yellow, so it's perfect. And then I don't know. What if we just broke it up a little bit with one of these little green ones? Good. That's so tight. Right there. That did it. Now we can roll this one down. I like to push them way up in there so they don't come down. Look at this. Here is, where is the, there it is. I gotta make sure this stays open because I gotta put that twine in there. I think I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna do that with this one right now. I think so. Let me move this. So this is what I use. Hmm. I'm wondering if that wouldn't let, no, this is fine. Let me get these. Yeah, well, guess what came out all over the place? Let me gather those up. Because if you lose one of those, then there's going to be an end that doesn't have the other end. So I think that's all. One more. Okay. How did that happen? Let me pull these out over here. I'll tell you how it happened. They're not in a bag. They're just in there. Oh my Lord. And I dropped one. Oh, I got it. Okay. I am going to put these in their bag. Yeah. These are the female ends that snap into that the masculine end snaps into that went all over the place. I haven't even opened this box yet. Brand new. So there is the female. I'm closing these ones back up. And then here's the masculine. So we have that on there. So here's what we do. We take the female end from one side, and you're going to just tie a little knot. And then pull this up over it. And that holds it. And you're going to do the same with the masculine end. Tie that knot. Pull it down through. Now here you got to pull a little bit. And then these two snap together. There you go. Isn't she beautiful? That is a beautiful citrine, my friends. Just beautiful. I think I want to try to pull that back a little bit. Yeah, that did it. Perfect. Isn't she beautiful? Okay. Yeah, she is. What's this? Guess it's a bead end of some type. Working with wire and stuff. Okay, now I'm ready to do this one. I have totally fallen in love with this one. So let's get another one of these. That is so pretty. And again, we're going to get a couple of these. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then we'll need 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So let's kind of like close these up. Let's see. These are some beautiful amethyst specimens I picked out for this, as well as the citrine. And I chose these just for this simple wrapping. Some people likes the old school, and I like to give people what they have mentioned to me they would like. You know, some people want more of the natural crystal. So here is this one. Let me put that like that. And now we have the cord for the amethyst. Just slides on. Then we're going to slide one of these in. Look at this end. Wanna fight me? We go. Tie it. Slide. Same on this end. And these just throw that in there. These snap. And then they and snap. And there is that beautiful amethyst. Free this stuff up away from here. Okay, and what is next? Let's do this clear. See it with the pretty blue and the little curly Q up here? So pretty. So we're going to slide on one end and tie it. And then let's do, see, that was the masculine, so I need the feminine here. And let's tie it. Aren't this just darling? Let's do the calcite. I love this calcite. I love this calcite. I love this amethyst. And I love that citrine. And believe me, I could see myself keeping them and wearing them. But I have some, and that is not the purpose. But I could in a heartbeat. I love beautiful artisan jewelry. And these are absolutely beautiful. Female in here. And then we'll pull that through. Tomorrow I'm going to a gem trade show. I am so excited because that's where I chose these. That is where I chose these so I could do this with. And I've had these for like 6 months and I haven't been able to get to doing what I wanted to with them. Now the others I did. I want to do a couple of these on yeah. So we got this one and we got these. So I might do a couple of these on this video. But these ones, and I was able to do, when we first got these, I done a whole mess of these and a whole mess of these for my weekend store in Homosassa. And then I just recently was able to finish off these ones to put into my store in Inverness at the Antique Mall. And I was able to do some of these. But I haven't got to do any of these yet. I done one of these back then for myself, but I haven't got to do any of these other ones. And so I'm really excited that I'm getting this opportunity to do these so they can be in my stores. See that? It's so pretty. Did I finish this? This is what I started. Did I finish it? I did. So I'm going to lay this down in between the amethyst and the citrine. And I'm going to do this or quartz one now. This is the feminine end. I have to remind myself so I don't put 2 feminines or 2 masculines and then find out. Gotta untie it and redo an end. There we go. So at the trade show, I am looking for not only crystals to put into my stores, but also for pieces that I can make jewelry with to put into my stores. And I'm not a fancy wire wrapper. I'm going to admit that to you right now. I'm not. And I don't have the patience for it because I'm all over the place. It's not my forte. I like doing this, but do you see the reason why I like doing this? Right here. I love putting the beads with the wire and the stone. It is the beads that captivate me, especially when they glimmer and shine like that. Okay, so now we've done that one. And now let's do this one. This is a clear quartz done in copper instead of the black. Okay, what do we have here? We are missing a masculine end. I know I got enough out, or I thought I did. That's why I want to be careful, is because now there may be this without a masculine. That's the reason why I say I want to be careful and not lose any. And snap. And there's another beautiful one. So what do we have left? We have three. Well, we have three. So we need two more of the cinnamon. Well, I got a whole thing of them to do there, but I'm not going to do all those on camera. So I need three. Then I need three masculine. Put these back in my... Okay. Get another cord. We'll put this one on here. See how pretty that is. They're so pretty. I love putting the beads onto it. It accents the crystal and the copper, and when that copper ages, oxidizes, I can just imagine how beautiful it's going to be. Filament. So yeah, I got to get up early in the morning to travel over to that is gorgeous. That really is. And look at that iridescent. Next one. And then we'll do this side. I don't have a TikTok anymore. They want you, and I never had it with this channel, it was my other channel. They want you to put everything, speed through it in 10 minutes. You know, that's what people will watch. And I can't do that. I like to take my time and share what I'm doing. You know, if someone else just wants to click through, that's fine, click through. But I want to take my time. I want to enjoy what I'm doing. I like to do about a half hour to an hour video. Sometimes they go over, but it depends on what I'm doing. Like when I done the pendulums, yeah, those is like 2-hour videos. But I've seen other creators do the same, you know? And me, some I have clicked through because there's a certain part I wanted to see how they done something. And then some of them I'm like in total awe, and I sat and I've watched the whole thing. So I guess it just depends. So we done a couple of the clear. We done a couple of the aura quartz. There's another clear. And then we done a couple of the citrine. We done a calcite, and we done an amethyst. I want to move these quartz out of the way so you can see all these beautiful crystals that we've done with the quartz. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have put on 9. I still have these to go to put on chains, and I still have more that I want to wrap. But Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is Willow Moon Mystical or the Beautiful Beaded Journey. So it's fine that I take my time and I do these. And I still have plenty of cord to work. Look what I just found. Another ore quartz. that was stuck in those. Look how cute, so dainty, so pretty. So I still have plenty of these to work with. I have my copper wire, and I have a tote that I'm keeping everything in. So there you go. I want to thank you for joining me, and I do. I want to thank you for joining me, and what I'm going to say is please like, subscribe, notify, share, and comment if you will. Notify means click that notification bell so you will get updates of new videos as they come available. So like, subscribe, and notify. Share and comment if you will. No matter where you are or what's going on with you right now, please just hold on. Tomorrow is a brand new day, a brand new beginning, a fresh start. And the troubles of today hopefully will not look so gloomy tomorrow. With that being said, my friends, please stay forever magical and with much love and gratitude. Blessed baby.